New tonight, 3 San Antonio families on the far west side hoping to make a splash earlier this summer with a new backyard pool. Well, now they're sinking financially. They say the contractor who promised to build the pools left them with only pits. KENS 5 consumer reporter Nicole Kahn explains how the holes in the ground left them high and dry.
It's just a pit of despair and sadness. It's a lot of money.
Navy veteran Carrie Williams says she paid half the money for her pool and patio a year ago.
I did my due diligence.
All she has is a muddy hole.
This is where they were actually coming in and digging. So
it's a similar story for Tony Moya. He has what he calls his debt pit instead of a pool and patio.
We've already got this loan. We're paying for it. We're paying interest on it. All we have is this hole.
It seemed like a legit.
And Corey and Michael Sessions have this trench they refer to as the money pit instead of a pool to celebrate Michael's retirement from the Air Force.
It's a lot of second guessing, like, did I make the right decision?
All these families hired Steve Thies of Elevated Outdoor Design to build them pools. The contract states the projects will take no longer than 45 days once equipment has been brought onto the customer's property, unless the customer makes changes. All 3 families say they didn't make any changes. Williams has been waiting almost a year for her pool. The Sessions and Moya, almost 4 months. Each say they paid Thies about half the cost by the time digging started. $46,000 for Williams, $43,000 for Moya, and $31,000 for the Sessions, for a total of $120,000. They each say they used a combination of savings and loans in hope of spending summers swimming. They say there were a lot of excuses why their respective projects couldn't be completed.
Family members had COVID. Family members had flu.
Something happened with the equipment.
Williams says she always paid with a check and was unable to get any money back. Sessions and Moya made 2 payments with a credit card. They are disputing those charges in hopes of recovering some of their money, but they say Thies requested their last payment be made differently.
He stated that he needed a check instead of the credit cards that we'd used in times past.
As far as the check goes, my bank said, sorry, you wrote a check. There's not much we can do for you.
They say they got an email from Thies stating in part, "At this point, I am at a standstill because I do not have the revenue to continue because I can't close the project for numerous reasons." It also says he's working with his accountant to figure out additional funds.
This is getting fishy.
At that point, I freaked out.
Hi, Mr. Thies. My name is Nicole Kahn.
KENS 5 reached out to Thies by phone and email. He emailed back stating, "This has been a very difficult time and I'm working through it the best that I can, but please allow me to see what is in the best interest of not only myself, but the customers are contracted to find the best resolution." Each family says they received another email from Thies to customers stating he applied for 2 long-term loans from the government and he would be starting a return process as soon as he has funds. Moya says he did receive a $5,000 refund, but that's just a fraction of the $46,000 he paid. A review of the contract shows there are no provisions for refunds. Now, instead of a pool, the families have a bottomless money pit as they try to figure out if they should spend more money with a different company to complete the project or fill in their holes.
This is where I kind of started getting irked because we had nothing to show for it.
The Better Business Bureau revoked Elevated Outdoors accreditation, and the business now has an F rating. A KENS 5 search of court documents shows in 2019, Rockstar Remodeling and Diamond Decks sued Thies for posting its images of decks to his Facebook page in an effort to get contracts. That case was settled out of court. Thies also has a judgment from this year to pay American Express $71,000 after defaulting on his business credit card in April.
And I was even more, I think, irritated and irked when my wife starts feeling guilt because she wanted a pool in her backyard.
I've been, killing myself. I feel so guilty.
The families say they just want Thies and Elevated Outdoor Design to stop promising pools and leaving families drowning in debt instead. Nicole Kahn, KENS 5.
And if you've had a similar problem with a contractor, you need to file a complaint with the Better Business Bureau and the Attorney General's office.